Hi, this is Shaun Foster, and I'm here with my colleague David Halbstein. And in this video on video pedagogy, we're going to do a basic Camtasia demonstration. I've developed this presentation to be extensible knowledge in that it should serve to cover the basic steps for most video recording softwares, as well as some of the basic knowledge you would need for video editing. So pretty much it's 3 steps. There's some recording process, then there's an editing process where you'll take video that you've recorded and combine it with still images, and then the final step would be outputting. So in terms of the first step, you would choose between recording the full screen or doing a custom setting. The advantage of doing a custom setting being that you could record less of the screen, generate a smaller file, and that would be quicker to upload to something like YouTube. And which is what I'm doing in this case. It's a 720p recording. So once you've made your recording, then what you'll do is you'll move into the Camtasia Studio area, which at that point you can import additional media, and those will all go into a thing called the clip bin, which I'll show in just a second. And from the clip bin, you'll take those additional media, still images, maybe audio clips, additional audio clips, and you'll all combine them in the timeline editor. And you'll edit those clips together to make your final video. At which point you may apply some additional features. You may add closed captioning or keystroke capture, additional audio, or transitions. And then the final step you'll move on to is an output of some sort. You can go directly to YouTube with Camtasia as well as some other services. You can also output a file, an MP4 file, which you could simply then upload to other video services. It's a pretty generic file type. So an MP4 would be good for, say, Vimeo as well. So let's move on to a quick visualization of Camtasia Studio. When you open up the software, you get this screen. You can choose to record the screen right here. This screen will come up. This shows you full screen or custom, audio or not, and pretty much you just hit record. You want to make sure your audio is on. And then once you've produced a video, you get a screen. This is the Camtasia Studio screen that comes up. And so pretty much what I've done is I've broken this into component parts. The first is the clip in. So you can see it's carrying right now. I've got 2 video clips and a still image that I've imported. And you can import very simply. Right click and import a file. Here's a video preview window, which will preview what's in your timeline. So pretty much I can drag clips from the clip bin into the timeline and move them around and basically prepare a video from those. It's worth zooming in a little bit on the tool sets here. Pretty much I can zoom in and out, scaling the timeline, and the other major tool that you'll use is this one right here, which will split videos and allow you to trim your videos if you want to edit out a part, maybe you misspoke. This is the tool you'll use. You can also sort of copy and paste, and here's do and undo. And then the final step, once you're ready, you'll go and you'll click on produce and share, this third button. And you can see it's pretty much sequential. You've recorded the screen, you've imported media, and you've produced, and you're going to finally produce and share. And when you produce and share, you'll get a dialog box, and you can sort of choose what you want to output. In this case, I chose YouTube output. And then the final step is sort of how you want to deal with it inside of YouTube. You need to give it a description. You also sort of need to have a YouTube channel, which is very simple. As long as you have a Gmail address, you can create a YouTube channel without any cost. One key thing is applying metadata to your videos. You will sort of tag your videos with descriptions. So in this case, I would put like video pedagogy, my name, perhaps RIT, And maybe I would even put the CITER conference, which is what this presentation's for. And then you can choose whether or not you want to make your YouTube public or not. You could share only, you could let only people see it who have the link, or you could make it freely accessible to anybody on the web who can search for the metadata. Another sort of option is to sort of allow people to comment or not, and that's sort of up to you as well. So that's pretty much the basic steps. And so if I sort of open up Camtasia Studio, here's the software. I can show this in action. Here are the clips, the clip bin I've imported. Here's a still image. You can drag this down into the timeline. Right now I can see the timeline is already showing like 10 minutes worth of video, so I could zoom in if I wanted to see this more closely. I could slide these around. I can bring down other pieces of video. So here's a complete video clip where I could cut this video clip if I so desired. So I've split this clip into two pieces. I could simply edit this clip if I wanted and recombine these two. Here are some callouts. These are sort of additional graphics you can add. You can tell Camtasia. There's all sorts of additional functionality, and what's sort of great about Camtasia is there's quite a bit of additional instructional videos that are available on their website. So that's where I would suggest to go to next after this sort of very brief presentation. So the final step would be to produce and share this video. And this is what I showed from my slides. And that's pretty much it. I hope this has been a good introduction to Camtasia and screen recording. I highly recommend this software, and if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a quick email. Thanks so much for your attention.